back to the Grown Kid Talk Show, and I thought, let's vote in the 38th Golden Joystick Awards. First, I apologize for the few days that I didn't post a video. I've been utterly consumed with Genshin Impact, and I have a couple ideas for what I kind of want to do with that game, besides just talking about it like I normally do. Now, I do like GamesRadar for the articles and the reviews, so I figured this year let's participate in the voting, as I thought it'd be kind of fun, as like a little appetizer to the real gaming award show, the Video Game Awards, which is December 10th, which I'm super excited about. I do think this is a bit early, whereas I do believe CyberPunk should still make this year. I still firmly stand by that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's get it.
Yo, it's the Grown Kid Talk Show. Yo, it's the Grown Kid Talk Show. Yo, Grown Kid Talk Show. Yo, it's the Grown Kid Talk Show.
Now, before I get into Nintendo's Game of the Year, I am not a Nintendo player, and I want to get something out really quickly. Y'all want to complain about Xbox and PlayStation exclusivity, but y'all don't want to talk about Nintendo. They are the stingiest company with their IPs and exclusive titles, and I'm sure there's great developers over there who are tired of making these family-friendly games. They can't just want to do that all of the time, so that's my Nintendo take. Let's see what they have for Game of the Year. We have Paper Mario the Origami King, Ninjala, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Super Mario Bros, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Dr. Kawasabi's Brain Training for Nintendo Switch, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. I don't know many of the titles here, honestly, and it doesn't really matter because Animal Crossing took the world by storm, if I'm remembering correctly, except for like China. I think they tried to ban it or something. I don't know, but Animal Crossing's gonna get my vote. Best storytelling game. Now this should be a packed category. Let's see what we got here. Necro Barista, Ghost of Tsushima, there we go. If Found, Paradise Killer, Signs of the Sojourner, Hades, Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, and The Last of Us Part 2. So the games in here are a wide range of like AAA to Ghost of Tsushima and then Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, right? But if we're being honest in terms of like the story and the mass appeal of a game, then you would go Ghost of Tsushima, because I hate to break it to you, The Last of Us Part 2 doesn't have good storytelling. In fact, the storytelling is the weakest part of The Last of Us Part 2, and that is the biggest shame. Let me know what you would pick here if you played some of these indie titles. Best family game, this is a Nintendo category. Clubhouse Games, Fall Guys, Paper Mario, Animal Crossing, Super Mario, Minecraft, Moving Out, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Temtem might be the Pokemon game we've all desired, but it's not Pokemon, so I'm really excited for Temtem. If you don't know about it, check it out. And you're thinking about a game that is fun, that people can play like as a family, it would probably be Fall Guys. And I'm actually gonna go with Fall Guys because I want to see new IPs kind of flourish. PC Game of the Year, I'm not a PC player, and apparently is PC Master Race, and the one thing I'm going to say about that is, yeah, no thanks, I don't want to play the game a year later, if at all, if it even gets a PC port. And we have The Walking Dead, Death Stranding, Crusader, Half-Life, Alax, Hades, Flight Simulator, hilarious, Paradise Killer, and Valorant. Now, Death Stranding should win because it's just that phenomenal of a game, and Death Stranding got snubbed last year. I just can't say enough great things about it, and I played it, so I'm gonna go with Death Stranding. Best game expansion, this is interesting here. Control AWE, no thanks Control, you kind of fucked up with your monetization over there. The Sims 4, yeah, no. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, I heard a lot of people didn't like it, and it was extremely highly priced. Final Fantasy 14 patch 5.3, Reflections in Crystal, No Man's Sky Origins, The Outer Worlds, Pokemon, and Total War Warhammer. Now, I play Final Fantasy 14, and Reflections in Crystal is fucking amazing, but No Man's Sky here is getting a lot of love. In fact, I think me and a friend are gonna play it this weekend, the new expansion, the Origins part, so I'm not really sure. It's hard too, right? Because you have to pay for Reflections in Crystals, and you don't have to pay for No Man's Sky Origins. Y'all must be crazy. Of course I'm going with Final Fantasy 14, please. It's not even close. Best visual design, Ghost of Tsushima has a great visual. Final Fantasy VII Remake, fuck. Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Hades. This game keeps popping up. I gotta check that out and see what that's all about. The Last of Us Part 2. Spiritfarer, oh my god. This indie game I was checking out so many times. Like, I kept looking at it. I actually really want to play this. If you've played this game, let me know if it's as amazing as I'm thinking it is. Flight Simulator, whatever, Half-Life Alyx. And now I think this is where Half-Life can really come in, but it damn sure isn't going to win over Final Fantasy VII Remake. Best Studio, Naughty Dog, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's for damn sure not true. Infinity Ward, Sucker Punch, Supergiant Games, Mediatonic, Paradox Development, Media Molecule, Respawn. Respawn did a lot this year, but it's clearly going to Sucker Punch for what they did with Ghost of Tsushima. Best gaming hardware would just be a PlayStation, the Vulcan, T-Say side sticks, Razer Mobile xCloud. Now, the xCloud has recently come out, I think, or isn't fully out yet. I'm not really sure. I'd be interested to see what people are saying about the xCloud. The NVIDIA PC Engine, Oculus Quest 2, haven't heard anything about the Turtle Beaches. You know, they're a staple in the industry at this point. I don't really know what to do with this category. We're gonna go with the mobile pad for xCloud, right? And people think I'm biased, people think this or that, but I'm gonna give them a chance here, and I want this to be good, right? Esports Game of the Year, okay, all right. Rainbow Six Siege could win every year, honestly. Counter-Strike, I don't care. Valorant is just not good enough. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, League of Legends, Fortnite, and FIFA. This year, it goes to Call of Duty Modern Warfare because they did do something with that Battle Royale, and they had some innovation in there. So, Call of Duty. Still Playing Award. Minecraft, yeah, no thanks. Final Fantasy 14, Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, Fortnite, Apex, Grand Theft Auto Online, Sea of Thieves, and Pokemon Go. Yeah, I'm not playing Pokemon Go anymore. Sea of Thieves, I heard, was a huge letdown, even though it got better. I mean, if we're talking about real game here, right? I want y'all to notice that the only real game on this list is Final Fantasy 14. So that's why it gets the vote. Again, the only real game on this list is Final Fantasy 14. It's a true MMO. That just goes to show you that the MMO world is severely lacking and World of Warcraft has really fallen off. PlayStation Game of the Year. Splunky 2, are you fucking kidding me? Fall Guys, Dreams, Marvel's Iron Man, Nioh 2, The Last of Us Part 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima. It would come down to these three, but like I said, CyberPunk 2077 should really be on this list, and I'm still picking it for Game of the Year, even though they did some bullshit by shortening their game length. However, out of these three, we all know, if you watch my channel, I fucking hate The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, and hey, by the way, all you Last of Us Part 2 fans out there, where's the multiplayer? Have they talked about it? In fact, I think I'm gonna make another video asking where that shit is. Now, the Final Fantasy VII Remake was so good. But Ghost of Tsushima, honestly, a new IP. I love giving credit where credit is due for those kind of things. And I think Ghost of Tsushima wins it out of this selection of games. Most wanted game. Interesting here. We have Gotham Knights, Starfield as well, Kerbal Space Program, The Medium, Ratchet & Clank A Rift Apart, The Village 8, Elden Ring, Deathloop, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon 2, Hitman 3, Halo Infinite. Well, we all know Halo Infinite looks like a piece of shit, and the Xbox defenders out there are saying it looks bad on purpose. I think I should show that picture again. Hitman 3, nah, I don't really care. Horizon to me looks a little bit off. I don't know what it was, but something about it looks off to me, but I'm sure that's just me bugging. Unfortunately, God of War Ragnarok did not want to show itself, but it might show itself fully at the Game Awards. Deathloop is not AAA, really. Elden Ring, yes, I am super hyped for that, but I don't think we're gonna see that till the Game Awards. Resident Evil 8, Ratchet & Clank, I'm so excited. Medium looks whatever with Troy Baker. Honestly, I am really excited about Resident Evil 8. I love the direction they're going with this Twilight Zone story. I'm gonna vote for that. Xbox Game of the Year. This is a fucking category. Bleeding Edge, never heard of it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, never heard of it. Tell me why. Wasteland 3. You can play that on fucking PlayStation, so I don't understand why this isn't the best Xbox game. If you're gonna do best Xbox game, give me exclusives. Xbox fans, where are your exclusive AAA titles? Because I showed you multiple titles in Sony Game of the Year. Tony Hawk, Minecraft Dungeons, Yakuza, Deep Rock Galactic. Xbox Game of the Year is a fucking joke. Let me know if you're an Xbox fan, this is a weak list to you. Is there a reason why this is weak? Are they missing something huge for Xbox Game of the Year? I have no clue. Let's go with Wasteland 3. Why? Because you can also play it on PlayStation. Best gaming community now. Interesting. Animal Crossing, Fall Guys, Final Fantasy XIV Dreams, Warframe, Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, Fortnite. Now, if we're talking about gaming community, right? Maybe I'm thinking wrong about it, but it means a little bit more to me. In a lot of these games, like the Minecrafts, the Fortnite, and the Fall Guys, you're not really getting like the community experience as you would get in like a Final Fantasy 14, obviously, right? Because that's an MMO. Now, you might think I'm biased on that, but I'm just asking you again, what game here compares to that besides Warframe? And in all honesty, there is something to be said about paying for your games, right? I understand we all like free, no doubt about it. But you do get something when you actually pay money for a game, and Final Fantasy 14 would be one of them, and it's worth that money. Best audio, let's see what we got going on here. The Last of Us Part 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Half-Life Alyx, Call of Duty Warzone, Ghost of Tsushima, Streets of Rage 4, Resident Evil 3, Paradise Killer. Alright, now if I'm going to be honest, the only category that The Last of Us Part 2 can hope to win is Best Audio. And it's not because it has the best audio. In fact, underuses the audio that it has by the great composer who did the first game. I'm forgetting his name, unfortunately. I'll show a picture of it. I remember maybe 2 themes, but nothing really hit me like it did in the first game, that's for sure, because they underused the audio. So it was good, but not Ghost of Tsushima good. Now, Ghost of Tsushima's audio design, the world of Ghost of Tsushima, has great music and sound effects. As a whole composition, is just better than The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 could get it only because of the name The Last of Us Part 2 and Naughty Dog, and they're gonna have to win something at any award type of thing, right? You know, it wins this category, unfortunately, because of some biases. But if we're being genuine here, it's Ghost of Tsushima, and none of the other games here even come close. Best Indie Game, Hades, Creeks, Factorio, Necro Barista, Layer of Clockwork Dog, Splunky 2, Kentucky Route Zero, Paradise Killer. So we keep seeing Paradise Killer and Necro Barista and Hades. I'm gonna give it to Hades only because it's the game that I've seen the most of, and it has popped up in a lot of categories and might be something I might check out in the future. Mobile Game of the Year, Game of Thrones, A Monster's Expedition, Round Guard, Next Stop Nowhere, I like that title, Bird Alone, Lego Builder's Journey, Little Orpheus, If Found. So we've seen a couple of these names before. I really do like the look of A Monster's Expedition. I don't know what that is, but I'm not a mobile game player. It would have to go to If Found. It seems intriguing, could be a story that could be interesting, right? I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. It has popped up in other categories, so therefore it is bound to probably be really good. Best multiplayer game, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, Moving Out, the Dark Pictures Anthology. I really don't consider those multiplayer games, right? Like I really don't see how that is. Just because it has a multiplayer aspect, that doesn't make it to me a multiplayer game that is totally dependent on that multiplayer. Valorant, Deep Rock Galactic, Call of Duty Warzone, and Fall Guys. Obviously it's going to be between Call of Duty or Fall Guys, and I just feel like Call of Duty offers more, and Fall Guys is a great gimmick. The obstacle course game hasn't been done to this level, I would argue, ever. Like it's really impressive what Fall Guys has been able to do with this. But Call of Duty probably still wins, honestly, because Fall Guys is a one-trick pony. So we're gonna give it to Call of Duty for value. Those were the awards, those were the categories. Let's submit our votes. You know, be honorable, and you know, don't go out there and overvote for one game and click it 70 times. You know, I don't like that. It's integrity. A lot of things in the world are built on integrity of yourself, whether you know you do something and nobody's looking. But those were our submissions. Let me know what you picked for Sony Game of the Year, the Xbox Game of the Year, some of the bigger name titles there. Let me know about those indie games, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I talk a lot, probably rambled for a while, maybe even ranted. I'm the grown kid, and I'll catch you back in another video.
Yo, it's the Grown Kid Talk Show.